From the picturesque Pacific Northwest in the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. And a solid one back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
On second down, it's Nix. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run here with Harvey. And he's got it. He'll move the chains. First down at the 47.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. And it's also a first down.
Gain of 6.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Drop play here for Harvey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. This is intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
We're gonna set.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Exiting the pocket right. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught downfield by Waddle. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the Broncos.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Broncos.
And the Broncos first down.
Back to throw is Nix. And that one incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Forced to his right. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
Ready.
Play action now. It's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Nix to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he'll take this one in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. It's his third touchdown on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Darnold. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Justin Sternad in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one to Zach Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 9.
Ready? Side.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
Here's Charbonnet. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away. You've got just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Darnold to throw again. He's got it inside the 5. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4. Darnold to the air once more. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. The coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal. Here's Darnold again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Oh my son! Away, away, away! Ready! Ready, my son! Hey, motion, motion. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Show. Away, away, away! Away, away, away!
Throwing is Nix. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. It covers 51 yards.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the second time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive linemen to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
It is second and 9.
Captain. Ready! Ready! Away, away, away!
A run with Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Oh, my son!
Throwing. Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. To the goal line and in. Curry, Horton, touchdown Seahawks. His 4th TD grab of the season.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle form, like the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
3 seconds, all that remained in this first half, as that one's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready. Bombers. Chill.
A 1st down throw for Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the give, this is Harvey. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Broncos.
First down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Hold on, set. Bombers. Hey! Chill.
To throw is Nix. And that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Second down. Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Hold on, set. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. This one caught at the 4. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Nix. And this is off! Wow, the decision to go pays off.
Touchdown.
Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Corey Horton now to return it. He'll get this up yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They go three tight ends here on first and 10. Darnold to throw. Flush to his right. Off he goes. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
We're outside. Set.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling. And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Bombers.
They'll go play action with Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example, Walker.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. That's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Moving outside the pocket. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Denver.
And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Darnold to throw on first down. With the jig for left side, he's got it. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. If that one's a Charbonnet, complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
2nd and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
10 yards. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw on first down is Darnold. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard
So
line.
we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. As he throws, it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man at corner, the tight end. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22.
Darnold to the air once more. The pressure's too much, and he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. So they're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Quick throw, taken in. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Hold on, check. Ready? Bombers.
Back to throw is Nix. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. goes. Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll go play action with Darnold. Forced out wide, taking off.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's complete. It's Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he will score. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the end zone. It's intercepted. And now he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
An inside give here to the fullback on the dive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Now Gibson. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A big-time play for the Broncos. 41 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Now a little pop pass. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no game.
Play action now. It's Knicks. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And not just any touchdown, but Greg, that is the first touchdown reception of his NFL career.
And Mike, doesn't it just seem like over the last couple years, these class of rookie receivers, they make such an immediate impact, and maybe at some other positions there's some growing pains and maybe a little bit of slower development, but there's something about this wide receiver position. They're young, they're talented, and they've made their presence felt.
Seahawks 13.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jonathan Cooper. He's in there for the sack. It's his 3rd of the year.
24-yard line.
Throwing, Darnold. Looking middle, and there is Horton. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. To throw is Darnold. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Knicks now to throw it here on 1st down. He's going to air this one out. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Broncos 45. Seahawks 13.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Darnold down on 1st and 10. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. And make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.